What's up, YouTube? Let's take a look and I want to take a look at this commentary that was actually just released on the gold price action and what actually happened today. We did have a sell off, so let's just listen to this commentator real quick, and we're gonna react to it. I'll be back in a second. All right. Hope everybody's doing good today. Let's take a look and let's listen to this commentator and what he had to say here.
Gold move is over. We had talked about recently, the RSIs were historic levels north of 90%. I mean, the overbought conditions, again, were historic on a number of different metrics. So
what he means right there is when he says that the RSI is north of 90%, typically what that means is that the asset will be overbought. And when it's overbought like that, what tends to happen is what tends to happen when it's overbought like that is that there's going to be a pullback or there's going to be a price correction. So if you look at the RSI, if you're a trader, you know what that is. It's actually just it's one of the indicators that lets you know whether or not the asset you're looking at is overbought or oversold. Usually, if it's oversold, then there'll be a pullback for it to come back down, and if it's overbought, then what's going to happen? Actually, no, it's reversed. If it's overbought, there's going to be a pull back for it to come back down. And if it's oversold, then it's going to be actually a retracement to go back up. So overbought and oversold are two conditions that are basically there to let you know on the chart whether or not you want to continue to think the price is going to go up or go down. So that's what he actually means by that. So if traders were looking at gold and they saw that it was actually overbought, then a pullback when you look at technicals would be expected. So looking at that chart, that's probably why there was such a big pullback on gold today. Let's keep listening. Let's see what else they have to say.
this was coming at some point. Now, I thought it was coming in the form of an equity market sell-off where all risk assets would go lower. That obviously is not the case today. So something else was going on. I'm not exactly sure if maybe people got out of gold into Bitcoin. I will say it again. This is not over by any stretch. This is a healthy pause and a move that I think will continue over the months to come.
Yeah, I agree with that. HSBC and Goldman Sachs still have a $4,600 to $5,000 price range or price target for gold in 2026.
Now, let me talk to you about what that means right there. So now when they say that they still are expecting gold to go to 5,000, let me tell you what that means. So let's look at the chart real quick. So if we take a look at gold let's look at the daily on the daily. Let's look at the daily. Let's look at gold on the daily. So if we look at the asset gold, give me a second. Let me just switch over real quick. Let's look at gold on a daily. So there's gold right here. Let's go to the daily chart. Let's go to the daily. And then you know what? Let's even go to the weekly. So if you look at the chart right here, this is like the pullback that we had on gold. So if you notice, we had a run up on gold basically since August. Look at that. Gold has just been rising in price. Here we are at the top of the week. So we're at Monday here. And from Monday to Friday, it's basically been selling. And that's the sell-off that they're talking about. But if we look at this asset on a weekly, so let's just go ahead and span out even further. Let's go look at the weekly. If we look at the weekly, since we can even go back here to 2023. If we look all the way back here, January, let's go back to December 2023. If we look all the way back there, that's like 2 years ago. Gold has done nothing but risen in price. Look at all of this. So when you see a trader or you see an analyst talk about they're still expecting gold to go higher, this is where they're getting like this confidence from. Over time, gold is an asset that has only risen in price since its inception. So right now we're trading, market is still open right now. It's right around 4104. Based upon this trajectory and this track record, we still are expecting gold to eventually hit 5,000. So that's where that comes from. Hey, listen, if you like this content and you want me to do more analysis like this on any asset, really, main assets that I look at are gold, and I look at US 30 or the Dow Jones. If you want any breakdowns in terms of like how these assets work, go ahead and let me know in the comments. Just go ahead and let me know what other assets you want me to look at. I'd be more than happy to break some of these things down. But yeah, looking historically, we still are expecting gold to continue to go higher. And That is what we are feeling about that. If you like the content, please like and subscribe and share. That really helps the channel and allows me to continue to pump out more content. Thanks so much for tapping in. Appreciate you all. Have a good day. Peace.